I wish I knew this about my golf swing so much sooner. Definitely, if I'd known this so much sooner, I would have been more consistent and my irons would have been much better strikes. Also my pitch shots and driver too. So hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Alex, I'm a PGA Golf Professional, and I'm here to help you play your best golf. Let me share this analogy with you. So if I'm going to throw a ball, right, and I had a really wide stance as I had there, and I was going to throw the ball, it'd be very hard for me to push off and throw that ball a considerable distance. Okay, make sense? Now, if we go a little bit narrower, but not narrow, sort of where my heels are on my armpits, I can throw and push off. So in terms of striking your irons, if your width of stance is far too wide, that is going to have a massive impact on you scooping and you catching your irons fat. Right, okay, so this is how you're going to fix it. I would use this width of stance from my 9-iron all the way into my hybrid. So listen closely. Now I know I love reference points, so I know you will too. So I've got the end of my golf club, this white end here, and then I've got the sticker. What I want them to line up with is the inside of my heels, okay? They're both lining up on the inside of my heels, and I've got my feet slightly flared. So just to put that in perspective, I've got my grip width and probably another 3/4 of a grip. So I know your sticker will vary on where yours is, but having a reference point that is constant every time you go to the range, or even check this out on the golf course, that is where, move that ball away for you, the width of stance I want you to have. I can now push off and get through the golf ball. So really nice and simple. As I said, from 9-iron all the way through to your hybrids, this is where I want your width of stance to be. From the end of the club to the end of the sticker on the inside of our heels. And our feet slightly flared. Oh, look how I got through that ball. Go on. Oh, what a tough shot this was, by the way. So you'll notice between each of the stations, there's roughly around 2 inches. Nice and simple rule of thumb, as you get close to the green, the stance gets narrower so you can control that low point and doesn't need to be too much weight transfer. Those irons are key in the middle, and then we've got our driver, which we're going to cover after this one. Okay, so I've got one of my wedges. I carry 4 wedges, my pitching wedge, my 50, my 54, and my 58. I want you to have a width of stance that is on just a grip width, just like that. So you can see, nice and simple, the back end of this grip is on my back foot, and the front end of this grip is sort of on my big toe. I've got my left foot slightly flared and then my weight on my left side. This helps me control that downwards hit because look, short swing, keep my weight left, but then transfer through a bit more. That is the way I want you to be. Go back to the throwing analogy. If I was here on a short shot, it's not enough speed, not enough momentum to get through the ball. So really easy. Set it up just like that. You can see the subtle difference between that and the iron. It helps you hit the strike. We're now onto the driver, and equally is as important if you want to deliver power and consistency. Remember, I used those 2 words right at the start. We've looked at the width of stance with your irons, your pitch shots, and now we're going wider. So use an iron on the floor again. So we've got the same reference points and the same things you can do down the range. So watch closely though. So look how I have placed that ball and then my golf club end right to match each other. That is the first point. So that's where we're going to start with our feet together. Then going to flare that left toe out and move our right foot now to where our heel is lined up on the end of this. Remember, that's where we were with our irons. We've gone sort of 1 inch to 2 inches wider again. Now think about this logically. If you're moving something that's heavier, swinging something faster, we need a bit more of a solid base. So we need to go a little bit wider. So you can see there, my reference point is inside heel on the front, inside heel on the back. I've now got the perfect width of stance to allow me to transfer my weight, okay, but equally keep balanced. that was absolutely murdered. And I drew it. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe or even pass this video on to one of your WhatsApp groups and some of your golf mates.